This is a lip sync tutorial.
Welcome to Character Adobe Animate. We're going to be using the 2021, and this tutorial, what we're going to be doing is syncing the lips to the audio. So I'm going to use Chad, the character, and there's this pre-recorded audio that I've made. This is how to do a voiceover. I'm going to drag it right underneath the Chad, okay, and it's just going to sound like this. So that's my audio.
You do a voice.
Okay, and then to sync the lips up, I'm going to go and select the audio underneath that I just dragged in. Underneath, go up to timeline, and go over to compute lip sync take from audio scene. I'm going to click it, and it's going to do this loading, and then it's going to play.
This is how you
Perfect.
do a
Okay.
voiceover.
So that was good. That's how you sync it, but it's about 75% accurate. We can do a lot better, and basically how it works is it takes a piece of audio and it kind of tries to make the lips sync to it with certain notes. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it manually instead of letting the computer take over. So first of all, we're going to go to playback speed and go to 5.0 to make it a little bit slower, to make it easier to follow. Okay, and then we're going to go right to this, and you can see how it's a TH to start off with. If we right click, you'll see that there's those letters down the side, and we can drag them onto the timeline, and then we can use them to make the characters say the words. So I'm going to use a S for this, so THAS, and it should sound and look like this. Perfect. Alright, moving on. So this looks good. Now we're going to go to is how. So we're going to start by syncing up the AA, which also makes the I sound, and we're going to take the S, it should be second to the top, and we're going to sync it up so that it lines up so that the I is at the start and then the S is where the S goes, and then we're going to go to how. There's not really a H-O kind of, so we're going to try to make do with what we have. We kind of want it to look kind of good. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I think OH is the closest to it. We're going to go OH and then O, so how, so O, and then that kind of looks good, is how. I think that worked out well. And then going to the to do. So to, and then start with a D, go all the way to the start of the do part. We're going to go OH, because it's kind of do with an H at the end. Okay, and let's check it out. Sounds good, looks good. And then an A, and that lines up perfectly, right just over that voice track right there. Alright, and then now going over to the next one. We're going to start with the V for like the F note. It also includes V. So V, OH, so V, and then there's the OH to make the O voice look. And then a C, so an S works well for that. And then to finish off, it ends with an E look. So we're just gonna add that to the end. So E, right there. And we're gonna put it right at the end, and we're gonna try to line it up as best as we can. And I think that looks a lot better. Alright. Now let's go check it out. Over now. OH. And then the V. So remember that's the F with the bracket V, so it works with F and V. And then kind of over, so E, and then try to make that R sound at the end. Okay, and that looks good. And then let's play it to see if it's all synced up. That looks good. Let's put the playback speed to normal and see how it looks.
This is how you do a voice over.
Perfect. Okay. So that's everything. That concludes our tutorial.